Over the last century, the Lao writing system has been updated, standardized, and simplified multiple times to eventually get to the system used in Laos today. A recent comment on my Introduction to the Lao Writing System video prompted me to create this video discussing some of the changes, including why and when they were implemented. This is not a comprehensive history of the Lao script. It's more of an overview of the changes through time to give you a basic understanding of how we got to the script we use today. Prior to the typewritten Lao script, Lao was handwritten on paper or inscribed onto palm leaf manuscripts. As with all handwriting, there are many variations in style that make it difficult to read. It is also important to note that the system was not fully standardized. So, for example, some writers used tone markers, while others did not. Innovations along the way were not adopted simultaneously by everyone, adding to the complexity of the situation before the advent of typewritten script. The examples shown here give you just a taste of what the old handwritten script looks like. During the French colonial period from 1893 to 1954, the first typewritten Lao began to appear. This required a more standardized and simplified system, which gradually developed during the period. The images here are from a Lao French dictionary published in 1912, and is an example of some of the earliest typewritten Lao. You'll notice that there are some key differences from what we use today. For example, the words sao and te sao here are missing tone markers. In the word lin here, you'll notice that the tone marker is also missing, and the letter law is written as a subscript. For the word fadet, the tone marker is missing in fa, and the ending consonant da, it used to have a different form. After independence from the French, the Royal Lao government from 1954 to 1975 made efforts to publish and popularize Lao literature. Many of those stories were published first as serialized articles in newspapers and then compiled into books. Both books and newspapers were printed as cheaply as possible to make them more accessible within the country. Those publications often contained Lao legends, stories, and histories written both in the poetic styles of the older manuscripts and in modern prose that could be read and understood much more easily. The standardized typewritten system, first developed during the French period, was further simplified during this period. The typewritten script was then widely used and read by a much greater proportion of the population than ever before. What you are seeing here are a few examples of books from that time. At the same time the Royal Lao government was publishing books and newspapers for general consumption, their opponents in the 30-year Civil War, the Pathet Lao, were working on their own plans for the script. When the Pathet Lao ultimately won the Civil War in 1975, they implemented the simplified system of writing Lao nationwide that they had developed during the war. Here are some of the major differences between the Royal Lao government system and the current system. For example, the word lie used to be spelled like this. The letter law was written as a subscript below the haw. Note the letter nya at the end of the word changed form as well. Eliminating subscripts meant that you didn't need to learn as many symbols for the same letter, and there's less confusion with the vowels that are still written as subscripts. Since the letter law sounds the same as the letter law in most situations, the new system originally eliminated it and replaced it with law wherever it sounded the same, and eliminated it altogether in words where it was generally not sounded out when spoken, such as the word pa, which instead of being pronounced pla or pra, is simply pronounced pa in common speech. After pushback, the letter was reintroduced to the alphabet in the mid-1990s for use in religious terms and to help spell borrowed foreign words. You can see in this dictionary from 1996 there is no mention of the letter law, while in this one from a few years later, in 2008, the law reappears with a note that says it is used for religious terms and to spell out foreign words. A few vowels were changed as well. For example, the vowel ia used to be spelled with an additional symbol called maikan above the consonant, so it looks like this. As noted earlier, the vowel combination I, as seen in the word lie, changed from the old spelling. The general trend for changes in the different time periods led towards a simpler, standardized system used today. The end result is that when compared to the old Lao script, or to the related Thai and Khmer scripts, the modern Lao script is much easier to learn and use.